Last time on this DIY free Colonial Dollhouse Reno, we demoed the inside. I took down walls, cut and installed new ones, and scraped a lot of wallpaper and flooring. Now we have a clean slate. Today's episode is all about lighting. I tackle tape wire and DIY my own lights. Stay tuned so you can learn how to make 3 different light fixtures on a very small budget with everyday items. To start, I drilled holes in all the places I wanted light fixtures to go and then painted the ceilings white, which I showed in the last video. I know there's a lot of controversy with tape wire, but I decided to give it a try. I really wanted lighting that plugged into the wall and could be turned on with a switch. There's a lot of really helpful tutorial videos out there, but the main lesson I learned is to fold the tape wire as much as possible instead of cutting and joining it with the tiny eyelets. I also learned that the junction splice, this flimsy little piece of plastic, is really finicky. It was really hard to get it securely into the dollhouse for a strong connection. I was having trouble getting this strong connection, so Rob decided to over-engineer this part. He 3D printed a custom box and rewired the bottom to a train switch, which is much sturdier than the other switch that it came with.
Dollhouse person and a train person up together.
I'm not a train person either, just related to train people. Grandpa never let me touch these. He would short himself all the time. I'd hear him cuss because these would start popping on the train track. Pop, 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 pop. And it'd be like, rah, 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 rah.
So you have an assortment of wires to the transformer, which is plugged into power. We're gonna see if it works.
And this should not work. There we go. And then we gotta flip this switch.
Train switch.
The old train switch from my grandpa's train set. Ta-da. Not this wire, this wire, this wire, this wire, this one, but this wire I've been saving.
For how long?
A couple minutes, maybe.
Minutes is code for years.
Well, this used to be our thermostat wire. This did not exist. I'm the only person that has one of these because I made it. I didn't go online and find it and download it and print it. I made it.
Once I had working electrical running throughout the whole house, it was time to add lights. But did you know that dollhouse lighting can be really expensive?
All right, Grandpa, let's see if your switch works.
Even the $10 ones add up really fast when you have multiple rooms, and I was not about to spend $100 on little lights. So let me show you 3 ways to make lights out of everyday items on a really tight budget. First, let's tackle the exterior lighting. I had 3 little Christmas ornaments from Walmart that look like lanterns. I pulled the greenery out, cut the tops off, and scraped the hot glue off. I drilled a tiny hole in the bottom to run a light and super glued a little bead to the top. Then I spray painted the entire thing in hammered black. I used model train lighting and a small brass plumbing part to make candlesticks. Once everything was super glued together, I installed it in the dollhouse. Three exterior lanterns for a few dollars a piece is a deal. What do you think? The second light fixture is for the little half bathroom that I'm cramming under the staircase. This one I really dug deep into my craft bins for. I used a large bead for the pendant, a plastic coffee stirrer for the rod, and another tiny bead for the mini medallion at the top. I spray painted everything in gold and installed it. This one cost nothing. The last several light fixtures all repurpose drawer knobs, which is one of my most favorite hacks to date. These metal drawer knobs are going to be ceiling medallions, and the glass knobs will be faux chandeliers. I got most of these from Hobby Lobby when they were having a 50% off sale, and a few I had on hand from old DIY projects. You do want the ones where the screw comes out of the center to install the light bulb in the middle. I played with different arrangements with various beads until I got proportions I liked, and then I super glued them together. Once they were done, I wired them up and super glued them to the ceilings. Some of them cost a few dollars, and the others were completely free. What do you think? Stay tuned for the next episode where we work on the exterior, siding, roof, doors, and windows. Bye!